illustration that Nate X No Limits just said, right, is that bell bottoms are coming back. And if we fall into the category, what we do for our households and our wives and our children, if we look at that as a role, then that means that they could be flexible, that they could be modified, yep. Right? Rather than a calling, a father's calling. You know what I'm saying? It do not change. Yeah. It has a divine nature, you know what I'm saying? Along with a human nature. So that's a supplemental word that we could use there. Instead of role, we could say a calling. So we'll jump into it. First things first, we'll move into I'm gonna give you a snapshot and then I'm gonna take it away. I'll give you a snapshot and then I'll take it away. So, either one of y'all want to take a shot at it?
On my honor, I will give my children my time, my love, and my heart. And I will be a good example of a good man to them and others.
I would be an example of a good man.
I would be an example of a good man to them and others. And that's where I stop.
Okay. Al, 1, 2, 3.
I forgot the last part. I know the last one is I will be a 24/7 dad. But
yeah.
But there's a sentence before that.
I will be
involved.
Responsible
and committed.
You knew it.
I just read it. I just read it. I haven't read it.
Yeah. So good job.
Yes,
good job.
very much so.
I'm less critical when it comes to that because of the busy lives that both of you guys are living, and as important as that is, what we do in the classroom and how we apply it it's probably that without saying, so here we go. That's it right there. You guys just said that. So session 6, father's role. We're halfway there, guys. Learning competencies. Dads increase their awareness, knowledge of the similarities and differences between fathering and mothering, and to appreciate those differences. Dads demonstrate the capacity to identify the traits of the ideal father. 24/7 dad characteristics, and we're talking about tonight, characteristics 1 and 3, which is self-awareness and fathering skills. Self-awareness. 24/7 dad is aware of himself as a man and aware of how important he is to his family. He knows his mood, feeling, and emotions, capabilities, strengths, and challenges. He is responsible for his behavior and knows that his growth depends on how well he knows to ask and accepts himself. He also knows that his ability to be with his children is affected by the choices he has made and accepts responsibilities for his choices. The 27 dad asks himself, how well do I know myself? And so let's put that on the table as a non-rhetorical question. How well do I know myself? And especially with the highlighted those characteristics there.
Emotions, capabilities, and strengths, and feelings.
Well, I think it's a process we learn every day, man. As we continue to grow and understand who we are, understand about our emotions and feelings, it's an ongoing process.
Right.
And for me, I know that I am going to, even just being here, it's part of my growth in knowing myself. But the emotions you have to understand when you feel a certain way, Are you trying to stuff these emotions? Are you trying to, any reason you're trying to not to express them? So I think, that's what we want to look at, gentlemen, is what are your emotions, the feelings, what does it cause you to, maybe it cause you to trigger on something, just knowing yourself, what is that process for you?
For me, it's kind of hard to answer this question right now because as I'm going through this class, I'm making changes. So I don't feel like I know myself much anymore because I'm trying to change myself for the better.
Okay.
Because I definitely don't want to be the guy I was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Always angry. Always, I'm talking always angry. I want to be different. So I want to get to know the new me. I don't know that person yet. It's slowly but surely I'm getting there.
That's good, sir. That's very good. Reconstruct.
Right.
That's very good.
Oh, I need to know a different me. So I'm not self-aware yet. So I'm slowly, I am aware. I'm aware that I need to make changes.
That's it right there.
Okay. And what coping mechanisms, after we figure that out, because one of these things, right, it says he knows his mood, feelings, emotions, right? Those are real red flag issues with men, right? One thing comes to mind, right? Anybody who's seen John Q, right? And John thought that he was doing a fairly good job with his son, right? Going through the process and things of that nature, right? And that's who he was, right? But as soon as his wife posted him up and said, "Do something, John," I don't think anybody expected the outcome to be the way that it was, right? You see what I'm saying? And so when we get emotional, man, you know what I'm saying? We need to know how that looks.
Yep.
Not just for us, but how that affects those that's around.